Welcome to my channel. I'm over here super happy. Today is a very cozy and cold day and I have my fireplace running in the background, so I'm very excited. Ladies, today we are going to be talking about the importance of starting to level up your life in all areas of your life before the new year comes, right? Like, we don't want to start next year. We don't want to start in January because we have done that many years. Maybe you have done that many years where in the past you plan and you say, you know what, I'm going to start and eat my 12 grapes, make my wish list, and start until next year. And if that works for you, perfect. But if it hasn't give you the results that you want, then maybe it's time to start shifting and changing some things around the way, in the way that you do things. So I always love to start creating my plan for next year, like in advance. So tomorrow is November 1st, just a reminder. In 2 months from now, we're gonna be in a new year thinking about what do I want for my life, what goals do I want to accomplish, what am I going to do. And we don't want to start in 2 months. If you start kind of like the harvesting season, not the harvest season, but when you start planting the seeds 2 months before, you're gonna start seeing great results, not just through the holidays, but when you start in January, you're gonna start seeing and feeling different. So today, that's the topic for today. I decided to make a live. So if anyone joins and wants to ask questions about the topics we're gonna be covering, then you're welcome to ask those questions in the live chat. So I'm Polkis, your life coach. If you know, you're following me here on the YouTube channel, this is where we share everything that has to do with inner work, personal development, truly connecting to your goddess power. I talk about money in English and Spanish. We talk about finances, inner work, relationships, everything. So today it's a very important topic. That's why I wanted to come up here on this date specifically, because girls, we have 2 months and I know we get distracted with the holidays. I love the holiday season. Like, later I'm gonna go dress up with my family. We enjoy, we love enjoying, and at the same time, it's not an excuse to like waste time or to not take advantage of the time. If you go ahead, if you want to be ahead, you need to do things differently. So if you're welcome, I invite you to subscribe, share this video, check the other videos that I have. I have money series in English and Spanish where we talk everything about money. You're gonna find a lot of great content here. So number one thing that I will say to start doing these next 2 months, if you want to level up your life in all areas of your life. So this applies to all areas of your life: your relationships, your fitness, your health, your abundance, your mindset, the mentality you have about money, your spirituality, the life with your kids, your motherhood journey. You can apply these techniques that I will be sharing in all of these areas so you can collectively level up. Number one thing that I want you to start doing in the next 2 months is to decide. Decide that you're going to make a change. Decide, but truly make a decision that you want something different for your life, that you want to go ahead and do something extreme. You want to become rich. You want to tone your body. You want to get married. Maybe you want to have a child, or maybe you want to quit the job that is literally sucking your soul out of your body, or you want to end up that relationship that is going nowhere. I don't know where you are in your life right now, but you haven't decided. If you have the results that you're having right now and you're not seeing the things that you want, is because you have not decided yet. You haven't decided. Let's be honest, we are in the situations we are because we do have a choice, which we have to make a decision to change. So if you want to accomplish something, the first step is to decide, but truly decide with all your body, everything, and own that decision. Because many times we make a decision, we want something, we want change, and we think we make a decision, we're telling our brain that we have decided, but in reality, there is nothing happening. We haven't taken action. And we haven't decided because maybe we're asking for permission or we're waiting for external validation to accomplish something that we want. So that means that we haven't really decided. We're waiting for someone to shut down our dream, shut down our decision, so we can be victims again and say, see, nobody lets me, nobody supports me, my husband doesn't support me, my kids don't let me, my job, is not paying me enough, I have to commute, whatever excuse it is, you haven't decided. In all the decisions that I have made in my life, I truly commit to it and I truly decide. And I feel like making decisions for women can be a little tough because we always try to tell the friend, we tell the friend, we tell, your close people, your relatives, your partner, and we always kind of like ask for permission and we wait for somebody to tell us that, yes, go ahead and do, or yes, you got this, or, oh, whatever validation we're trying to look. And let me tell you something, you do not need external validation. The only person that got you is yourself. Nobody's gonna come here and save you, do the work for you, tell you that what you need to do or decide for you. And sometimes as women, we put that power and we give the power to someone else and we wait for that person or entity, the job, the city, the state, the country, whatever it is, we give the people or the things the power so it can decide for us or they can decide for us. And you have to claim that power back. Power of decision, but truly deciding. So if you want to level up any area of your life, you have to decide what are the things that you want. You decide that you're gonna pay off your debt. You have to decide and say, what, you know what? I'm deciding right now, 2 months before the year start, that I'm gonna make a shift. And the decision, you make it in your heart, your brain, your womb, your gut, everything. You make decision and you voice your decision. Many times we ask, if I looking down is because I have my notes here. Many times we go and tell the or thought to someone, and we think we're voicing our decision, but it's not like that. We're asking for validation, we're asking for permission, and if someone else that hasn't accomplished what you have to do or what you want to do, they are going to project the fear. They're going to project their fear to you and they're going to shut down your decision. So when I make a decision, I voice my decision when I have already decided. If I have fear around it or doubt around it, then that's just an opinion and I'm opening the conversation to receive feedback. And I know I'm conscious when I haven't decided, I told something to my mom or my husband or a friend, I know I haven't decided. So they feel that and they project their own fear and also the fear that I'm projecting back. So they always, the conversation opens and I kind of like give permission for them to give the feedback. But when I make a decision and I am sure about my decision, I share it. And this is what I'm doing. I'm not saying like, well, I was thinking about doing this or I was thinking about that. I don't know. What do you think? See, that's not 100% decided. When I make a decision, I show up and I say, this is what I'm going to do. And when people know and notice that you have made a decision, they have no choice but to support you. Because people get excited when you have made a decision, they're saying, how can I help you? But if you're doubting, you're asking for validation or permission, then they feel entitled to give their feedback. And this has nothing to do with like maybe they have bad intentions. No, doesn't mean that they have bad intentions. It means that they're maybe feeling the fear that you have. So they're projecting your fear and their fear as well. So number one, you have to decide that you want to make a change. If you want to get married, then you have to decide that you're going to stop entertaining situationships, or maybe you have to, finish the relationship that you have because there is no future there. Therefore, it starts with a decision. So decision is number one. Number two, ladies, and please give this, thumbs up so more women can watch and find this video. Number two is take massive action. Take massive aligned action. Because why? If we decision, the decision stays in our head. The decision stays in our heart, in our brain. We think about the decision, we can voice the decision. But if there is no follow up, there is no aligned action, you're not taking action, you're not taking massive change in your life, then the decision is just gonna become a dream, something you wished one day. And how many years have passed, and how many times we have done this, where we make decisions and we want to change, and at the beginning of the year, we're super excited, super motivated, and then by March, by Mother's Day, we forgot what we wanted. Why? Because we never took aligned action. Or maybe we took some action, but it was nothing super like massive or extreme. Many people take, average action and kind of like some action, but the results are going to be average. If you take an average action and you make average change, you're only gonna get average results. But if you want to make massive change in your life, in any area of your life, then you have to take massive action, something extreme, something that is going to scare you. And I feel that when I think about my life and where I am and the things that I have done and overcome, I think, what is the one thing that always kept me going or always made things happen for me? And it's that I took extreme action. First, I decided, then I took extreme action with no fear. Well, fear, yes, but I didn't care about the fear. I put the fear aside and it came with me. It didn't have no choice. But I took extreme action to get extreme results. I remember when I quit my job, I had no plan B. I said, you know what? I'm going to become an investor. We're going to do it. And I quit. Massive action brought massive results. And this recently happened to one of my clients, one of my private clients that works with me in private coaching. And she quit her job three or 4 months ago. This was one of her initial goals, that she wanted to quit her job. And she thought that she was going to quit her job like 6 months later. She quit her job the first month that we were working together. And she took that massive action, extreme action. But first she started with the decision, then she took action, and that extreme action brought massive results for her. Her life has started to unfold in beautiful ways in all areas of your life. Because if you're not happy in one area of your life, trust me, the domino effect is going to make that prolongs or kind of like overflows in all areas of your life. So if you're unhealthy, of course you're gonna feel bad at work because you don't have energy. You feel like you have mental fog. You feel bad. You have to go to the doctor. You don't have energy to be with your kids or your family, and you're gonna have all these diseases and age faster. But if you are healthy, then that overflows to all areas of your life. You feel better, you look better, you have more energy. So all of these things are we are very complex. And if one thing is not aligning your life, then it shows in other areas of your life. So when I think about success, I just don't think about the money. That's just one aspect of the person. Because they can say, oh, I'm very successful. Yes, but you're successful in one area of your life. Maybe that's just financially. But if I see that this person has money or has a business, but his marriage or her marriage is trash, or she doesn't have a great relationship with her kids, or she's overweight, then you know that person is not completely successful, because all the areas of her life are paying for her to being successful at something, at making money, at a career or her job, right? So we want to be the woman, the goddess that has it all, the whole wheel of life, the 6 pillars of life, which are career, spirituality, money and abundance, relationships, your health, and your feminine energy. That's what I call the 6 pillars of a goddess, because when we have success in all these areas, then you can see women that are fully fulfilled in their life, happy, healthy, they look good, they feel good, they have money, have juicy relationship with her husband, or have these intimate relationships that are very good, and also a great relationship with her kids and her business. So we want the whole spectrum. We don't just want one area of our life. Because when I see about someone that is only successful in one area of their life, then I don't like to listen to advice, because that means if I listen to this person that only is successful in this area, then they're going to project their fear and their insecurities in other areas. So I don't want that energy. So you have to be careful also who you listen advice from. But I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. So number two, you need to take massive action to get massive results. If you're trying to really get married, and I love talking about marriage and relationships because that's one big action that you have to take if you truly want to become a wife and a mom and create a family. Then what are you doing? Why are you entertaining situationships that you know they're not going anywhere, that you know you're not going to get a ring or get married with this relationship? Then you have to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, is this going to take me somewhere? Is this the actual person that I want to marry? Or why do I have to wait on this person until he's ready? So massive actions are going to bring massive results. So that was number two. You have to take savage action, because if you're waiting on someone to decide for you, you're not owning your life. You're not owning the goddess power that you have inside of you. So you have to decide, and decide before, before the year ends. As I say, we don't till next year. So number three, I love this one. It's to make an inventory of your relationships. The friends that you had this year, who served you, don't get me wrong. Let's talk about it. When you're older, when you're married, when you have family, when you're trying to accomplish bigger things in life, when you are, having this spiritual awakening or trying to do something different, then you really, when you're an adult, you truly have to do an inventory of your relationships and friends at the end of the year. Why? Because when you have businesses, when you're older, you're more mature, you have no time to lame friendships or lame relationships that are only taking your time away, or only involving you in gossips, or only venting about their miserable life. So you have to be brutally honest. If you truly want to level up in all areas of your life, then you need to run an inventory of the relationships, of the friendships that you have. Who was there for me? What do I get out of this relationship? Does this friendship actually helps me to grow? Or at least I have a great time with this person because maybe they have kids and you have kids and you guys do play dates. Or maybe this person really listens to you, or they know something that you don't, and I know it's a little like, well, benefit, yes, but you also know what you bring energy in your surroundings. Then I feel like when you're mature, when you're older, you're married, you have businesses, you have to be very picky who is in your close circle, who has access to your family, your knowledge, your energy, especially your kids or your partner, right? Your family. So at the end of the year, I love to kind of like go over and see who was there for me, who was there to check on my kids, and how was also I a good friend for them. Was I there when they needed me? Or maybe we help each other, we support each other. What do I get out of this relationship? And now if you're just relationship, you just have these friendships or relationships out of commitment because you know each other from years, but now you don't have nothing in common, but you're guilty, you feel guilty of like maybe getting away for a few months, then you need to be a little more savage and more selfish with your time, your energy, because all this energy that you are channeling to a friendship that maybe is not reciprocated, then that's sucking you out. And if you want to level up, then you need to surround yourself with mind alike people that are going to level you in the area that you want to go. For example, you want to work out, then you need to find fitness friends. You're not gonna resonate with the people that don't work out. Maybe that friend is really good at going out and eating with you, and maybe that's how you connect. But see, it's not aligned. And many times when we want to go in other levels in our life, it's hard to say bye to people. And I had to do that a lot, even with family members, and it's a little sad. But the truth is that we cannot carry everyone to our success. Your success has your path. It's only for you. Your success in your marriage, with your kids, with your feminine energy, in your career, with your money, with your fitness, in your relationships, with your house, everything. That's you. That's your soul's path. And many times we want to bring everyone to our success. And because we learn something new, and it happens so much to me because I love to coach and I love to teach, and I have accomplished, the things that I wanted for now so far. And it's painful to see that some people haven't had that consciousness awakening or that spiritual awakening, and I want to help. But you cannot help and interfere in someone else's path. They have their own timing, they're in their own path, they're gonna come around if they're meant to do it in this lifetime. So you have to find your own tribe. Let me tell you, when you go into the direction that you want to go and level up in maybe your finances, career, like all areas of your life, you're going to find your tribe there. Women that also want the same, that also want to, get married, have kids, or friends, if you're learning about money, you're going to find friends in these communities when you start reading the finances books or channels like these, that's why I make this type of content to women can resonate with that because that's what they want. So you need to be very careful. Who are you bringing from this year into the next one? And I'm not saying cut everyone and burn bridges because, we don't want to do that either. But it's also like being more selfish with your time. With love, start setting that boundary that maybe don't pick up the calls or just text instead. And you don't have to burn the bridge, but they're gonna deselect themselves because you're gonna be working so hard in your personal growth, your inner work, your self-development, that they're just not gonna vibrate with you. When you do something different, you start leveling up your life, you're vibrating higher. And if this person is over here, you're just not gonna be in the same frequency. So don't worry. These relationships are gonna deselect themselves and it's gonna be actually better. Many friends stop talking to me on all this journey, this decade, because now we don't have nothing in common. I'm doing this type of content. I have a different life. This is my reality. And sometimes I feel bad if I started talking about my reality because they think I'm bragging. But no, it's not that I'm bragging, it's just that it's my reality. But I found new relationships and friendships that are higher. So when I talk to them, we kind of like resonate because I'm happy they're successful, they're happy, they're healthy, they're doing things that are scary. And it's exciting. So don't feel bad that you're gonna be alone. My friendship from this friend from high school, it's fine. Everybody has their own path. We cannot bring everybody to your success because it gets heavy. It's like an anchor, it's like a burden, like a huge backpack that you're carrying, and you're carrying not just with them, you're carrying with their fears, their insecurities, and all their negativity. Because when you tell them a big dream or something that you want to do, they get triggered. Why? Let's talk about these. Why does these friendships get triggered, or these relationships, or family members, relationships in general that came from the same place or the same school or the same neighborhood, whatever situation it is? Because when you do something bigger, it's a reflection to them. Maybe they're happy for you because they're your friend, and I get it. But you are triggering them and actually making them think about why they haven't done anything for themselves. Or how come she did it? We came from the same place, had the same sources, had the same education, had the same, teachers or neighbors or whatever it is. How come it hasn't happened for me? I read a book and I don't remember the title, but it says something that you have to be like, there is people that are going to be with you when you're down, and those people are going to help you, and they're going to feel that they're helping you, and they feel good because you're lower, because they get the chance to help someone up and bring someone up to their level, right? So we have to be thankful for those people, but you have to be more aware of the people that can't be your friends and can't kind of like tolerate your success. Maybe your friends are great when you're down. They pick you up, they call you, check on you, how are you, and be thankful for that. But if these same friends are not there for you to cheer you up when you have massive success in any area of your life, then, you know, I never thought about it but when I read that, I'm like, oh my God, that is so true. In bad times, I had so many friends. Why? Because misery loves company. But now that, I try to do different things, and I open up this whole channel talking about money and how to be a millionaire in English and Spanish, like, where are they? I don't know. And that's fine. That's fine. Because people, they select themselves, and actually it's a favor to me because I don't have to face those uncomfortable relationships. But girl, if you want to level up, you have to be savage with your future and with your success. And if they want you because you're a great person and they keep growing, like a fork, like maybe not in the same path, but like in the same direction, then keep those friendships. I have friendships from college that I really love, and we're still in touch because we help each other, and we have, a lot of similarities in different areas of our life, but many like stayed in the way, and that's, they serve their purpose. I also serve the purpose in their life. We were meant to be together, in that time and place, and that's it. The mission is accomplished, move on. So you have to be okay with that. Okay, so that was number 3, inventory of your friends. You start doing the inventory of your friends and relationships. Who was there for me when I was bad and when I was great? Many people can tolerate success of someone close. Okay, next one. Ooh, I love this one. You need to invest in yourself. Hire mentors, hire coaches, join groups, find communities where of the thing that you want to learn, buy books, enroll in courses. If you want to learn something, when we want to get an education and become someone professional, what's the first thing we do? We start looking online, asking questions, going to these, like conferences about the school. We enroll in the, program, in the system. We take courses to accomplish something because we put ourselves in that vibration. We surround ourselves with that community that is accomplishing a degree. So if you want to level up in your looks, maybe your outfits, maybe, like tone your body, lose weight, make more money, you need to start tapping into those vibrations, tapping into those communities to be surrounded with women that are thinking like that, that want the same thing. You want to get married, stop receiving advice from single people. Why do you think they're single? You need to start either hiring a coach or mentor or watching videos or enrolling in groups of women or coaches that are married that coach about marriage, so you can start learning that, being in that vibration and in that mindset. One thing is that I do not like to hear advice or listen to advice from someone that hasn't accomplished and embody what they're teaching. So if you see they're preaching about money, but they don't have, like how to show or prove that they have learned from their own experience, then it's just parrots repeating and repeating, and they don't have like the expertise. Or if someone, like that it's overweight is coaching and teaching about losing weight, then I'm like, well, how come it hasn't worked for you? I'm a little savage when it comes to like receiving advice and giving advice. And I feel like this has kept me very aligned to accomplish what I want. So recently, like 3 months or 4 months ago, I hired a personal coach. Now my husband started there too, because I want someone that is professionally trained and that has results himself. So this is 3 guys that own a studio or whatever the situation is there. One is the owner, the other 2 are trainers, and they're fit. They know what they're talking about. I see their certificates and everything. They weigh me, measure me, have my plan. They track me every week. And I love that because they know what they're doing. And I can see that they know also because they're toned. And I'm like, aha, I some of that, not like in the male guy, but you know what I mean for myself. Also, I have done so many courses from different coaches. I recently graduated as a life coach. So when I was a student for 6 months, I had my own personal life coach. She was guiding me through the program. We were meeting once or twice a month to go over like the program that I was doing, the things that were coming up for me as well. So someone that you can look up to, or someone that is going to help you get there. That's why, when you hire a mentor, these mentors have done that, have results, have done it for themselves, know how, and they can mentor you on how you can get there as well. But if you need to be very picky and careful, who are you listening advice from? Are they, many girls give advice on relationships, in marriage, and they're single. They're living with a roommate or in their parents' house. What experience, what do you know? Maybe you read some books, and I get it, all of us can get educated, but they're not gonna actually mentor you on how to get a ring or get married. Or someone that doesn't have kids and they're trying to coach you around or help you around or giving advice about how to be a mom. What do you know about being a mom? Like if you're a mom, then you get it, right? Like this motherhood journey is forever changing. The kids change, their sleep, they get sick. Mine was sick last week, and until this week, I feel like back to normal because she had an ear infection, and it just threw all of our plans. And one thing that I'm very thankful is that we're very flexible with my husband. We have our business, so we work from home. We're all day here. And I'm very thankful for that I had the opportunity to be with her. But if I hear, a girl telling me, you have to wake up early, go get it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but I have a sick kid at home. Where do we plug life into this plan? You know what I mean? So be very careful who you are listening advice from. First, are they embodied? First, they have the context, they have the results. If they're talking about money, do you own a business? What's your net worth? What are your investments? Always check what's their background. If they're giving relationship advice, are you married? Are you engaged? If they're giving advice about fitness, show me your before and after. I have many before pictures. Girl, I'm working on the after picture. But you have to be very picky on that. And don't be scared of investing in yourself. Buy books, enroll in courses. That's the only way you're really going to train your brain. Knowledge is power. I made many videos here about money. If you really want to manifest more money in your life, girl, I have the money series. I think it's in the description in the bio. I have here the money series in English and Spanish. The Spanish one has over 30 videos about money, the frequencies of money, how to start a business, because I tried many businesses, and yes, I did that there. The English one, the feminine energy one, how to awaken your feminine energy. I have content here for you to binge watch if you want. I also have life coaching packages. I'm currently working with some new clients, 3 new clients that sign up for private coaching, and I'm helping them. And I notice when you have someone that is keeping you accountable, these girls take action. Like the example I told you about, one of my clients, she quit her job and she's like, I'm doing this, and massive results came to her life. Other one that wants to get married. There is two that want to get married. One is already in rotational dating, and they're texting me. They're like, Porkis, what do I do? What do I text? And I love that because they have decided they want to really start shifting their life for next year. They started now. They don't want to wait for January 1st. So if you want me to work with you as your coach, I have all the information. I will put it in the comment. I have different life coaching packages for 4 weeks, 6 weeks. I have an intensive for 12 weeks if you really need to deepen your relationships, or you need coaching around money. Girl, I love talking about money and everything, or your health, or you want to get married, you want to change your career, anything that you need help on. Shoot me an email, send me a comment over here, a DM on Instagram, anything. I'm here to help. Also, I have big news. I shared a video before. I have a group coaching, only 8 spots available. 2 are taken already, so 6 spots available. We're gonna start in November 7th. This is called Awaken Your Inner Goddess, and it's a group coaching for 6 weeks that we're gonna be meeting once a week. and we are going to work in the 6 pillars of your life: feminine energy, health, relationships, career, money and abundance, and your relationships. These before the year ends. We're starting November 7th. We're finishing before Christmas, like the week or two before, before Christmas. And this is for you to start awakening the inner goddess, awakening your power. So also I have a little form here in the description where you can go and check. And if this is something that you want, be part of a small group, I'll be coaching every week, helping you what you're going through, your challenges. And I'm going to be teaching, like those 6 weeks, each week is going to be dedicated for each pillar of your life. So you can have the tools and the mindset before the new year starts. So when January gets here, girl, you're going to have your tools. At least you're going to have made some structures, containers, and make some decisions to start shifting your things that you want to accomplish. You have to be a little savage when it comes to making decisions and making things happen. Nobody's going to help you do it because everyone is busy in their own journey. That's why you have to put yourself in these groups or these communities, either like a Facebook group or this course that you took online from any other coach. Girl, I just want you to start awakening your inner power, to start making decisions and owning your life. We are the only ones that can change our life. I told my story many times here in English and Spanish about how I started. I do not come from wealth. I don't come from a rich family. And I basically, tried everything I had to do to accomplish the things that I have. Now, it's November is the month where we give thanks. It's also my anniversary. And November is a very emotional month for me because it makes me think how far I have come, but I've been savage in my decisions. I let no one get in my way. If you don't want to talk to me, bye. I have goals. I want to accomplish goals. And also doing my inner work, working on the things that trigger me. When you get triggered, that's because there is wounds that you need to take care of. When another woman triggers you, it has nothing to do with this person, your mom, anyone. It's what's inside. Why are people triggering you? Because you have wounds that you haven't taken care of. Many people are focused on the outside, which is want to get distracted, do this, do that. We never look inside. Because it's scary to look inside. It's scary to see what are the things that are bothering you, things that are triggering you, childhood trauma from past relationships, the belief system that you have. And this is why you need to do a lot of inner work if you truly want to manifest the husband of your dreams. Or maybe you are married already, you can transform that relationship, but first you need to transform yourself. We cannot change anyone. Even I can change you. I can do the work for you. I can guide you and tell you that, what are the tools and the things, but the work, that's the job that you have to do. There is a saying that say, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make the horse drink the water, right? So it doesn't matter who's showing you, teaching you, guiding you. I just want you to start awakening that inner power that you have from your own goddess. So this was the message for today, my goddesses. All the information, I'm gonna leave it in the description below. Coaching packages, money series, there is like 10 videos in the English one, over 30 videos in the Spanish one. I'm going to leave you also the information for the group coaching that is happening in November. The price is a deal. It's because it's group coaching, so we're gonna be, very intimate, and it's a great deal if you want to start trying life coaching and you don't know what it is like. This will be a great opportunity for you to see what it's like to work with me and in a group setting with a life coach. So I will leave all that information in the link below. I hope you enjoy your Halloween today. I'll dress up. I'll share pictures on my Instagram if you don't follow me there. It's at Polkis. And I hope you enjoy today and eat your candy. Do whatever you gotta do, girl. I love you. Mwah. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, bye. A ver, ¿cómo se quita esto? Ahí está.